Cruising on 7, brought to you by...
With locations in Saskatchewan, Alberta, and Manitoba, the Capital Auto Group has over 2,500 vehicles to choose from. We take pride in customer service and we don't work on commission. Get your next classic from Capital.
So we're here with David Slynn. You've got a 1956 Imperial Chrysler. This is the boat of all boats for
yes,
the
it
mid-50s.
It loves the highway.
It loves the highway. Let's walk back here and tell us a little bit about this car, David. Come on in here. Come on down this way. So you've had this car since, I think you were telling me, you've had it for how many years?
43 years. I got it in 1974.
So it's a 56, so it was about, what's the math, about 18 years old when you got it kind of thing?
Yeah, it was in storage from 59 till 74 when I got it. It actually only had 9,000 miles on it when I got it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit of the history of the car. What's the deal? How come it was in storage?
Well, it belonged to a trucking magnate in Vancouver, and I was working in Burnaby and got to know him, and he got picked up for impaired driving in 1959.
Okay.
He was claiming insulin shock. The judge didn't buy it. So Mr. King got up in the courtroom and tore up his driver's license and put the car in storage, and that's where it stayed until he passed away, and then it was passed on to me.
Oh, that's quite a good story, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So he was charged with drunk driving, but he claimed insulin shock. Well, maybe he was a diabetic. Who knows what happened? Let's be fair to the guy.
Yes, he was.
So, this 56 Imperial, I don't know if I've ever seen one like this. They are really nice cars, and they kept up with that taillight assembly actually up into the 60s. I think.
Yes, they did. It's called the bomb sight taillight.
Bomb sight.
Yeah, and it was unique to the Chrysler Imperial. It's a factory taillight.
Well, a lot of automotive builders were trying to emulate parts of aircraft. Well, you're a pilot too, huh?
I've done a little flying, yes.
So is that what it is? It's sort of like you look down on the B-52 or whatever it is and you got to...
Yeah. No, it had nothing to do with it. It's never left the ground.
It never left the ground.
Yeah.
But they kind of emulated some of that stuff, didn't they?
Oh, sure they did. You bet they did.
So
yeah.
Where have you had the car? What have you done with it? What's been your...
This is all original. Like I say, it had 9,000 miles on it when I got it. It now has 55,000 miles, and I haven't done anything to it. This is pretty much the way I got it.
This is a survivor then?
Oh, yeah, it absolutely is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, crack open the hood. Let's have a look inside and,
sure.
and peek around here a little bit here. See what this all means.
Now you have to remember, nothing's restored.
Yeah,
it's all original.
This is it. This is it. This is become more and more popular with guys now. Is it, the original car, the way it is.
Yes.
Nothing fixed up. Nothing.
No.
Just drive it the way you go.
It's
So the paint has never been done?
No, nothing's been done to it. It's a 354 Hemi engine, and
It's got a Hemi in it.
yeah.
Does it haul a little bit?
Oh, it pulls good. I've got a trailer.
How's it running for you?
Oh, wonderful! I've never had a bit of trouble with it. Nothing. No, I've had it to American trips 4 or 5 times. I pulled a trailer all the way to Anaheim and back.
How big a trailer were you pulling?
I was a little tent trailer, not too big. But that's why I had to put the transmission cooler in, because we went in July.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this car is really giving you some good service. You've got like 30,000 miles you've got now.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Well, look at that.
Yep.
Let's have a look inside the interior here, see what you got. And it's made out of real steel, huh? Holy smokes. Wow. Oh, yeah, there we go. I love the Imperial here. Imperial. So what has it got on for options?
Power seat, automatic transmission, power windows, power steering, vacuum-assisted power brakes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So when you shift, what does it do for a shifter? Is it a push button? This is one of the coolest things that Dodge did in the early Chrysler.
First year for the push button.
First year for the push button
Yep.
shifter. My God, gorgeous. And there's a lot of car here. A lot of car.
Over
Oh,
5,000 pounds.
oh boy, look at the back seat here. You know, that back seat, it looks like it's hardly ever been sat in.
And that's true. It hasn't been. Yeah.
So do you know what they call the color of it? Do you have a sense? Watch your fingy here. I don't want to get you there.
Yeah.
So they just came up with turquoise. They didn't have sort of robin egg turquoise blue or
I
something.
don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Where was it? Where was it sold? Do you know where the dealership was that it came from? Do you have any sense?
Yeah, Johnston Motors, Vancouver. Their sign is still on the back.
Badge is on the back. Let's have a look here. Let's see. I wonder if they exist still. Oh, there it is. Johnson Motors. Yeah, in the days where they actually made a metal sign.
Yes, I have the owner's manual for it and the original bill of sale.
Can you open the trunk for us?
Sure.
This looks like a mafia car. You could have 2 or 3 bodies back there.
It is huge, but I store all my winter covering in here.
Okay. Okay. Look
Yeah.
at that. What a car.
Yeah, lots of room in there.
So what's the farthest you've taken to? Is California? Is that right?
What's that?
Farthest you went is California?
Oh, yeah. I've taken it to Salt Lake City a couple of times. I've had it to Mississippi.
Gee.
Yeah.
You've done some touring with this.
Well, it was my barbershop car. I'm a singer, and that's why...
that's Harmony.
Harmony, yeah. SGI wouldn't put the O in it, so it's New York. Yeah.
Well, congratulations. What a great car.
Oh, thank you.
So we're here with Cindy Zolmer, and what have you got here? You got a Ford Cobra?
Ford Mustang Cobra 2. It's
the Mustang 2. This is the sort of the, what would you say it? The second package kind of thing?
Yeah.
The shrunk down version?
Well, it's the next body style of it.
Okay.
It's a 78.
Really? How long have you had this, Cindy?
About 10 years now.
Really? Where did you find your Mustang?
I actually bought it off my cousin for really cheap, and I've been restoring it ever since.
Oh, is your cousin mad at you? Was it a he or a she?
He
was okay with it?
no, he knew I'd be redoing it. I've been redoing things on it every car show and everything. I redo everything, do stuff that I can.
Oh,
It's got an engine transplant in it. It's a 289 instead of a 302 V8.
Oh, gee, wow.
So
it hauls a little bit, huh?
yeah, yeah.
So why Mustang? Any particular reason? Your cousin had it, you liked it?
This is actually my second Cobra. I missed my first one so much that I had to get another one. I loved it. My other.
What did you do with your first one?
I sold it,
Oh.
and I regretted it.
Yeah, that happens. I know.
Yeah.
I had a 61 Corvette I sold to go back to school. I can't afford to buy it back, though.
Yeah, yeah. Mine had a little accident, and it's no more.
Oh, SGI bought it from you?
No, the person that I sold it to, he bought it back. So
Oh, okay. Cool. So you put a new engine in, you had a little bit of fun with it. That's great. You get out to a few car shows?
oh, always.
I think you got a partner around here that's got another car, right?
No, I've been showing cars since I was 15 and a half.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you've had a few cars then?
Yeah.
Or were they all just Cobra?
I've had 3 now. I have a truck too as well.
Oh, what do you got for a truck?
A 74 half ton Sport Custom.
Oh, nice. Jeez, very cool.
She's bright purple.
Well, congratulations. Thanks for sharing with us.
Thank you.
Take care. So we're here at the car show. Judy Eisenzeber, you didn't bring horsepower, you brought dog power. So what's going on here today? I see the Regina Humane Society and all your good regalia here.
Yes, so we thought it's a beautiful afternoon. So we would come out for a walk and show off our great little dogs and look at the fabulous cars.
So are you here with other people from the Humane Society?
No, actually the Humane Society has their dog jog that's on today down at Wascana Park.
Oh.
So we will slowly make our way there, but when you see beautiful cars like this, we just had to stop and come in. So she's available for adoption, and we'll just take her for a nice little walk.
What's her name?
Her name is Blake.
Oh, cool. I love Blake. Hey, Blake, how you doing? I just watched a cool movie yesterday about a woman who was doing bomb search in Iraq. Yeah, very cool. So what's Blake's pedigree?
She is part Husky.
Okay.
So
you got a whole list there.
We do Siberian Husky and Shepherd.
Oh, beautiful dog. And she's available, huh?
She's available at the Humane Society, and she's just a great little gal, and just for whatever the adoption fee is, you can take her home.
Oh, cool.
She'd be a great forever home person.
She'd be a good family dog?
Absolutely.
Oh, she
Great
looks
with
like
kids and other dogs and people,
Oh, look at her, yeah. She's
and
so
loves
good.
cars. So I have to keep her away because she wants to jump and go for a ride and all of them.
Good for you, smart lady.
Yeah. So this is a fabulous afternoon.
Well, yeah, thanks for joining us on Cruising on 7.
Well, the Regina Humane says thank you very much also.
Okay, I'm here with Jim Leskin. He's the Secretary-Treasurer of the Sask Ford Club. Tell us a little bit about the day today, Jim. What's been happening here?
Well, I think we've had some great registration in spite of the windy, cool, little damp weather here. I think we've got 100 registrants with 105 cars already.
Wow, that's pretty good. Tell us a little bit about the activities of the Sask Ford Club, and is there any special charities or groups that you're working with?
We've been partnered with Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation for a number of years. Each year we donate the proceeds of the previous year's activities, and today we'll be donating $4,000.
Whoa, that's a lot of money.
Yes, yes, and if you've seen the barbecue raffle and the fire pit raffle, already we've raised close to $2,000 towards next year's donation.
I think you showed us that Injun barbecue is right behind us. We did that at the Majestics there, right?
Yes, you did, yes. I was there all weekend, and yeah, we had lots of interest in the barbecue.
Very good. So you guys are a lot of times people do not realize that car clubs are actually doing community service besides just having fun with their cars and that kind of stuff. It's a little bit kind of a bit of a secret.
Yes, we do a lot of that kind of stuff. After our July show next month, we'll be motoring up to Parkside Extendicare to allow the residents there to get out to see some cars. This upcoming Father's Day morning, we'll be over at Pioneer Village. A bunch of members are showing up there to show some of the residents their vehicles early in the morning. Make a special day for the gentlemen over there.
Yeah, I know. We've been part of some of those cruise days, and people really appreciate it because they don't get a chance to see the cars, and the Ford Club has been really fantastic at it. How many members do you guys have, Jim?
Last year we ended the year off with 90 members. We trickle memberships in throughout the car show season, but I believe right now we're at 80 members already. Just today, in fact, first couple hours, we've got 3 new members.
Oh, cool. Well, in closing, is there anything else you want to share with us about the club or today's activity?
Just hopefully somebody gets around here to see us present our $4,000 check and come out to our next shows.
Probably a website that you've got too, huh?
Yes, www.saskford.ca.
Very good. And you've got some of our old shows on there too, don't you?
Yes, we do. We got a website, and we got all our Cruising on 7 shows that you have been part of.
Well, thanks, Jim, and thanks for the day. And join us on Cruising on 7 and also on the Sask Ford Mercury site. You'll see it there. Take care. So we're here with Dan Stinnan's mobile car collection.
Yeah.
You've got a few beauties here, though, Stan. Tell us a little bit about what you've got here.
Well, the oldest one we have here right today is...
I said Stan Dan.
Dan, that's okay. I answered anything. It's a 1927 Model T. So this was the last year that Model T was produced. This car...
You even got the plate for it, too. Is that the Sask plate? That's the real Sask?
That's a real Sask plate for it, yeah. This car is 90 years old this year. So
90 years old.
90 years old this year. So she's an oldie. This one I restored about 30 years ago, and it's still plugging away. So yeah.
Let's have a look at it. Show us a little bit the car here. So what have we got for a power plant in here?
Well, it's got the original 4-cylinder motor on it. just, yeah, she's not much for horsepower. She's top speed's about 25 to 30 miles an hour, and that's about all.
So this is not the car that Ford made his fame on, but it's one of them. Huh?
Oh, it is, yes. There were 5 million of these built, and it's
5 million?
5 million from 1908 to 1927. The one great thing about
This is the one then. Yeah, this is the model.
Model T.
I'm just thinking some of the earlier Model Ts, but yeah,
Yeah.
he ran the Model T. Yeah. From what years was it again?
1908 to 1927, and all the drivetrain for a Model T from 1908 to 1927 was interchangeable, so that's great. So the guys out in the field, if something broke, they could pull another one off, an old one sitting out in the field, and put it on, and it worked.
Did he make any improvements between 1908 and 27, or was it pretty much the same car all the way through?
Pretty well the same car. They put a starter on it in the later years. Wire wheels. The last half a year of 1927, they came out with these wire wheels.
Oh, rather than the wooden wheels.
Exactly, which is huge improvement. So if you're running around a corner, you didn't lose your wheels. You know.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So what about the interior here, Dan? Let's have a look at that. Oh yeah.
These original interior. There's not much to them. They're pretty simple. There's the gas pedal. There is no gas pedal. The gas is on the steering column on the right-hand side, and then the spark advance is on the other side. So
what does spark advance do?
Well, you start it with it as at retard as you can, the spark, and then as soon as it starts, you advance it so it runs better.
Oh, you're advancing the distributor.
Exactly. Yeah, you bet. And it's
and
got
the gas pedal
is on the other one here.
That's the gas pedal right there. Oh my goodness! So you got to be like a three-handed driver.
Yeah, and 3 legs too, because there's 3 pedals on the ground too, and you got to.
All the pedals down there. What do you got? What do they all do? There's obviously brake and gas, but there's
no, there's no gas because gas is on the
up,
column.
up, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
so the one on the far left is all the way down is low gear. Middle is kind of neutral, okay, and all the way up is high gear. The second pedal over is the reverse pedal. So you hold the middle, the one on the left in the neutral position, step on that to go backwards. And the one on the far right is a brake. Now, there is no wheel brakes on these cars.
Oh.
So it's just on the transmission, there's a brake.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the tranny does all the braking?
It does, yeah.
Oh, you've got a Ranchero?
Yeah, this is the last one. We just finished just a few weeks ago before Majestics. We just put the last of it together. This is a 1967 Ranchero. Yeah, it turned out real.
There's not a lot of these around, I don't think.
No, there was only 66 and 67 were this body style, so there's a little bit rarer than the other ones. But it turned out really well. A friend of mine, Scott Rieger, is the body and paint guy on these, so he did an awesome job on this.
It's those valve cover gaskets. It says Ranchero powered by Ford. Is that original to that guy?
No, it's an aftermarket type of thing you could buy from one of the covers. And this has got a little. It's the engine's been redone and it's got a different. Little mild performance cam in it. It's got electronic ignition, 4-barrel.
So it's a bit of a hot rod kind of thing.
A little bit, yeah.
This is your Westie.
It's actually my son's 72 Volkswagen Westphalia, the old camper van, the old hippie bus. And
let's move down in here and have a look.
all right,
inside
sure,
here.
you bet.
So, what have you all like for camping? What have you all got? Show us some of the doodads.
Well, it's got a little icebox fridge type of thing.
Okay.
So a little fridge in it.
Okay.
It's got the old water. It's not full right now, but
You
it's
can
got a
pump
little.
that little
You
pump
can.
action?
Yep. The back seat folds down into a 2-person bed.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a hammock up in the thing there, so another person could sleep up there.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you can sleep three
Three adults.
3 adults.
And then in its day, it had.
I wonder what the Germans were thinking. 3 adults. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Here, let's make a card that we can have 3 adults sleep.
Yeah.
Maybe they're thinking a couple in their kid.
Yeah, it could be. And this pops out, and then I have a little cook stove that sits on top of there. Yeah.
Is that what that was for?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you bet.
It's not for just sitting here and having lunch or something.
No. And
that's your cook stove.
yeah, and then there was a little hammock that swung on the drivers for 2 little kids. So you could have 3 adults and 2 kids sleep in this thing. So this one's a 1964 and a half Mustang.
Oh, is this the first year? This is Lee Iacocca's baby.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's this also is
Is that a 289 in there?
no, that's actually a 260. So
Oh, that's the original power pose at 260.
You bet. So this one's it's all original. It's pretty well.
Not paint-wise though, is
A lot of the paint is still original. When
You gotta be kidding.
yeah, another guy had redone this. Tom Woods redid this one, and most of the paint is still original. I think the hood and a couple other little pieces he had to redo, but it is pretty well original. It's got wood steering wheel on it, which was an option in the days. So it was,
was it
yeah,
really?
yeah, it was a pretty neat little
the
car.
console and the buckets, was that all the way it came at the beginning?
No, that's exactly the way this car came.
But did Mustang do that right off the bat?
Yes.
They did, okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember the bucket and that. I thought there was something that changed with the interior a little bit. But
Well, there's all kinds of little changes from the 64.5 to 65. There's I can't remember how many. Like
that close is nice.
Oh yeah, there's 60 or 70 different things that change from that. Yeah, and everybody always asks, and I can't keep them straight. So I actually printed out a list. I said, here, look at it if you want.
Here's the inventory. You figure it out.
Exactly right.
Oh,
yeah.
no, it's too much
So
to
that's my little collection of cars here, and yeah.
Or is this one part of you too?
Well, this is a friend of mine, the guy that.
Another Mustang.
My body and paint guy, Scott Rieger. This is his car. Yeah, and.
So you're working on anything else? I thought you had something else in the garage.
Yeah, I have a 40 Ford Coupe. That's. Hopefully by next summer it'll be done. That's been that one's been a 10-year project. So
I remember that.
Yeah, took a little hiatus from that one and did the Ranchero up, and now it's time to get serious back on that one. Have it ready for spring.
Very good. Well, thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
You betcha. Take care. We're here with Clarence Verrill, and he's got 2 dogs and a Ford.
Yes.
What's your dogs' names?
Oscar and Albus.
Which is Oscar?
Oscar's here, Albus there.
That's Albert over there?
Yeah.
He looks a little stressed out, Albert. He's kind of, well, not stressed out. He's kind of trying to hide out.
No, he's
Chilling.
just chilling.
Let's walk down the front of your car here. So what have we got here, actually?
It's a 30 Ford Model A.
And this is the 1, 2, 4, 5 window coupe?
Right.
Ah, nice. Kind of a sought after thing. People like the 3 window one too, I think, but this is a 5 window.
Yeah, they're a little harder to get, the 5 window, eh?
Yeah. Is it an all steel body? Is it?
Yes, yeah, the original.
Oh, okay. So what have you done in let's have a look in the power plant here. Whoops. You got to watch it. The wind wants to grab your cowling here. It won't go? So tell us a little bit of history of your car here.
Well, I've had it since 2000. I was a Model A until this winter, and I turned it into a hot rod.
Oh, you were driving this around as an original Model A?
Before, yes.
So you got tired of it then, and you just decided to turn it into a hot rod?
Yeah, I got tired because it just sat there like you can't drive it around here with a manual brake. You come to a red light or something like that, or come to a light and it turns red. You can't stop fast
Oh,
enough.
you can't stop.
So it's only going to shows. So I thought, well, I want something I could drive around, all over, go any place I want to go.
So where did you find your car?
Oh, I found that in Wolseley.
Wolseley?
Yeah, 99, yeah.
Oh, nice. So you've had it for about 20 years or so?
Yeah.
And this winter you turned it into a hot rod?
This winter, yeah.
That was a pretty fast project. That took you just a winter to do that, huh?
Well, yeah, I worked pretty hard on her. I'm retired, so I just...
You got the time and the money, huh?
Well, the money is a little tight, but yeah, I had lots of time. So.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
It's not finished yet, but it's...
Oh, it looks pretty sweet, though.
Oh,
I love it. I love the fenders and the big floorboards there. I mean, I just love those. It just makes the car go fantastic.
Yeah, it'd been a little easier if I didn't have the fenders and stuff on it, like to make the hood fit the motor.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to turn the cowling inside out so I could make the motor go back farther.
Oh, I see what you did. Okay, yeah. Okay, turn it the other way around.
Yeah, it was a job.
Labor of love. We're here with Bruce Cooper, and you got a 66 MG. I've had a 59 and a TR6, so a little bit of love for the British stuff.
Yeah, it's a lovely little car. It's had some work done on it, but it was originally blue. It's had a respray, I think, in about 2004.
Oh, okay. So where did you find this car?
Saskatchewan, believe it or not. It came from Alberta. I think the guy bought it in from the US in 2006.
Okay. The nice thing about these British cars, there's lots of aftermarket manufacturers and people that you can find. I used to find parts even on eBay kind of thing.
You can find parts on eBay. I've just bought a load of chrome for it 2 weeks ago. So for the wheels and whatnot. So you can get them. You get all sorts.
Yeah, you've got. Oh, okay. Okay, so you didn't go for the spokes. You've got the hub.
These are the original steel discs that came in that year. So they've just been refurbished, and I got the new hubcaps on there. So, because you've got a different, you have different rear axle for the steels, for the steels to the wires. Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's got a little 1.8 litre engine, power brakes now. Just all-
power. Did you do
yeah.
a little upgrade there? Or something?
Yeah, but inline servo.
Do you have Prince of Darkness in there?
No.
No Lucas wiring?
No. It's been very done. Lucas has got a bad rep. Lucas has got a very bad rep. Actually, it's very good on the wiring. It's not bad at all.
I you know what I found with having my British TR6? So easy to find parts. Not hard to work.
Yeah, no, you can get a whole new body car.
Yeah.
It's a nice little car. It runs. It keeps up with everything today.
A lot of fun in the corners too.
A lot of fun. Yeah, it's not afraid of corners like some of the American.
Yeah, no, you're
Yeah,
right.
it's got
low down.
overdrive on it as well. So.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
How fast do you get it up to?
Well, it depends on whether you go. It's all in miles, so you get lost a bit in the translation. But I've had it up to about 70 miles an hour, which is about 120.
You got the luggage rack in the back. I love that.
Yeah, that helps. That helps.
I used to have a leather suitcase. I tie it on the back.
Yep.
Take a trip. Just it was the best.
And you got to carry the spare tire, and that's in the boot. That's basically full.
You know, actually, for a small sports car, they did a lot of good things. You know, you get a trunk, and you got a spare tire.
You get everything you need, and you've even got room behind the soft top. You can put something underneath there.
Yeah.
Engine's powerful enough. It's a little 1.8, so you can do all sorts with it.
Yeah,
you know.
And they're actually, like I say, very reasonable to fix.
You're not gonna. It's not gonna cost you an arm or leg to do anything. Parts can be a bit hard to find, but it's not. It's not.
I am a fan of the chrome bumper series.
Yeah, I don't like the rubber.
They got a little sucker punched when they had to start putting the rubber stuff on.
That's all for the US in '74. I think they started doing that, and they raised the body height as well by an inch.
Yeah, exactly.
And it took a lot of the style out of it.
Yeah, no, it did.
But
They had to do what they had to do to sell cars.
But you can convert them back.
Oh.
You can buy kits and do a bit of body work on the back and actually make a rubber bumper with chrome bumpers on.
Oh.
You can do that.
Wow.
Cost a bit.
Yeah,
you know, like $1,500.
Yeah, yeah. No,
But you can do it, and I think that makes it look
yeah,
10 times better.
These are the cars. I mean, they're just fantastic.
And I like the old interior as well.
Yeah.
The older.
What have you got for a dash here? Is it a wood dash? Oh, right. The Oh, yeah, that's right.
So
it's so clean.
I like the metal dash. Then they went to a rubber dash with a what they call a cushion.
Yeah.
And then they changed it again. I like the original dash.
No,
I
it's
think
nice.
that's
I forgot that's what the MG had.
It's got a lot.
Morris Garage.
That's it. MGs, and this is an MGB, and obviously there was MGAs and MGC after this, which was the I think it had a straight six in it.
Yeah.
And then they got
straight six.
Yeah, that was the MGC, and then these all came in the a hard top as well.
Oh yeah. I love this cold air intake here. That's very well done.
That's that's standard, and it just goes into there. You got a little lever underneath, and you pull it for the flap to get some air in there.
Had a lot of good times with my British cars.
It's a nice little thing. I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot.
Well, thanks for joining us on Cruising on 7.
Thank you very much.
Locations in Saskatchewan, Alberta, and Manitoba, the Capital Auto Group has over 2,500 vehicles to choose from. We take pride in customer service and we don't work on commission. Get your next classic from Capital.